Hey Daniel, my name is Dallin Broomfield and I'm the owner here at Iron Chest Pest Control Marketing. This video here is the custom website screencast that you requested through your email. So in this video, I'm going to go over your website and I'm going to leave you with some tips and tricks on how you can improve your online presence and overall just generate more traffic, leads, and sales through your website. If you could, please give me some feedback on what you thought about this video. But without further ado, the three things that we're going to talk about today is content, citations, and backlinks. So content is king. You want to have a lot of content across your website, and there's a few reasons why. One, it's going to let Google know that you are the expert in your field, and then two, it's going to allow you to get in all of the high quality and relevant keywords that the Google users are actually searching for. So I'm going to stick with London here, and I'm going to keep this pretty simple and try to get through this video as fast as I can. So looking at this keyword, Pest Control London, it gets searched 1,600 times every month, has a keyword difficulty of 61. And then I did look at this one too, Pest Control Kent. Not so big on the search volume, 150 searches on that one and a 15 keyword difficulty as well. This is a good area, but just not huge searches because of the population here. So if I wanted to get found for a keyword like Pest Control London, what I would do is I would come over here and I would make sure that that exact match keyword was inside my content, right? So I'd make sure it was in my header ones. I'd put it down here in the body of my content, and then I would even save my images as keywords. So of course, the Google algorithm cannot see these images, but they can see what's behind them. And so by doing this, it's basically just a way to manipulate the algorithm and let that algorithm know that you're doing the services that the Google users are actually searching for. So I don't typically go into too much of this, but since you guys already have your content optimized, I want to just give you a couple more tips with your content optimizations. And that it would be the first tip would be overuse of your exact match keywords. So if you do overuse a keyword, it's just an automatic kickback from the algorithm. They could see that it's technically spam, and so they're going to want to derank your page. And so you always want to look at your keyword density compared to your website and your competitors. So I was looking at Rent to Kill here, so I'm actually just going to pull up their website really quick, and we're going to see how many times they have Pest Control London on their page, which it's saying only one time. So these guys are outranking you for that keyword, Pest Control in London or Pest Control London, and they're only using that keyword one time and you're using it eight. So that is a clear sign that you guys are overusing the keyword, and it's what's making you not rank as high as Rent to Kill's keyword or Rent to Kill's website. Another thing that I also noticed was your service areas. So if we look at some of these service areas here, which you've got a bunch of the same thing just for different areas of London. And I'm going to show you why I think that's a bad idea from our experience with pest control SEO. So when we're looking at these service areas right here where we have Southeast London Pest Control and Southwest London Pest Control. So both of these keywords are going to also be targeting London Pest Control as long as Central, right? East London, West London, and then finally we got Kent. Kent's fine. But all of these other ones could be conflicting with your website's, your homepage, and I'm going to show you why I think that. So if we come over to this tool that we use called Ahrefs, I'm going to scroll down here where I found that keyword. Okay, so pest control Southeast London, there's one of them. And I found South, there it is, pest control South London. It was a pretty decent one, right? 100 on the search volume, keyword difficulty, says you're sitting on position 2. It's being found on your home page here. It's not being found on any of these other pages. So if we do look at these other pages, I come up here and I put this one in my tool. I'm looking at Southeast London Pest Control. No keywords being found on this page. Everything is getting pulled over to the home page. And again, on this one, there is one keyword getting found here. This is Southwest Pest Control, not relevant to what you're trying to do, but this is that page, Pest Control in Southwest London. So again, this is conflicting there. What I would do is I would set up a 301 redirect on this URL, and I would just pass this URL onto my homepage, and I would go all in on London Pest Control on my homepage, and that's how I would combat that. So anyways, my number one tip is content, being self-aware of overusing keywords, and also being aware of conflicting pages onto your pest control website. So next up, I'm going to come over to Google and I'm going to Google Pest Control London UK, and we're going to talk about the map pack here. So the map pack, in my opinion, and this is you get right here. This is the best place to be in because of the reviews. Google or people trust reviews like their grandma, so it's good to get a consistent review pattern and also be responding to reviews. Google loves to see that you're interacting with your customers that way. Another good way to interact with your customers is to be making weekly Google posts and posting about your products and services. But most importantly, and this is my tip number two, is you want to create citations to your Google My Business profile. So citations are simply just online directories. Anywhere where your business name, address, and phone number is listed, it's going to create that citation for you. And the more of them you have, the more authority and rank that you're going to have in this local map pack. So what I would recommend here is doing a copycat citation method. And so what I would do is I would go in and I would get all the citations, or I do the research and figure out all the citations that these two companies have, and I'd get the same exact citations because essentially if it's going to work for them, it'll work for you as well. So that's what could move you from the number 3 spot to the number 1 spot. And then lastly, this next one down, this is your organic traffic. This is where the website would go. And when we're talking about Google, Google is just one big popularity contest. And so the more relevant backlinks that you guys have linking back to your website are basically just these other websites that are raising their hand and saying, hey, this guy is trusted and authoritative and deserves to be up at the top of Google. So my tip 3 is more backlinks to the website. So I'm going to go back over here to this tool that we use called Ahrefs. It is just a tool. It's not 100% correct all the time, but it does look like that you guys have been doing a lot of SEO work to your website. You had a domain rating of 27, a UR rating of 55, which is a uneven trust flow. You want to try to keep these two numbers as close together as possible. And that has to do a lot off of your backlinks. So it does look like you have about 7,000 backlinks getting found for 284 keywords, and you've got roughly about 174 people traveling to your website every month. So you are ranked on the first page for Pest Control London as well, but you are sitting on position 5. So you've only got about 126 people traveling to your website every month. So lastly, looking at Rent a Kill again, I'm not going to go into their whole website, but just wanted to show you the type of traffic that they're bringing in on this keyword is 489. So a little over 300 more people are traveling to their website every month looking for pest control services in London. And I know that would be a pretty big game changer for you guys. So again, the 3 things is content. You want to make sure that you're using those exact match keywords, but not overusing them. Also, you want to make sure that you're setting up the proper 301 redirects to your links. Do not have conflicting pages with each other. That's super big with pest control SEO. 2 is citations to the Google My Business profile to rank number 1 there. And lastly is 3 is more backlinks to the website, and specifically backlinks to the pages that you actually want to rank for in Google. And I hope you found valuable information in this video, and I really look forward to getting some feedback from you on what you thought. Thank you. Take care.